All right, I'm at test of strength, just like HBO said to come. Man, it's wicked early. I haven't seen a soul. I wish I could find this dude. He's got to be somewhere. Hey, Ty Shine. I've been looking for HBO. I'm doing a stir in the pot pre-training day 24. Have you seen him at all?
Have you checked down the hallway?
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. I'm going to go check.
Okay.
All right, let's go find. We got to go find HBO, man. HBO, where the heck are you? HBO. Can you believe this guy? I walked all the way from one end to the other. This place is huge. Ty Shine told me to go to the other side. And no HBO. No, none at all. No,
Hey, Don, you made it.
HBO, where the heck have you been, baby?
I've been waiting for you. Time is money.
Dude.
The time is clicking. Come on.
I'm ready to stir the pot, yeah?
Let's start.
Yeah.
HVO here, and this is Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid.
This is Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid. Now let's poke some bears.
Boys and girls, this one, it's going to be interesting. I have next to me, well, let me start off with, this is Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid. And this is my very special guest, high voltage, HVO, high voltage, Omar. And I want to thank you for your time. I really do. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, you know, time's clicking.
Hey, I'll do what I can. I'll do it well. We're starting off like this. We are at TOS Dojo, and it's pre-event, training day 24. And man, this is going to be a fantastic day. And I appreciate his time because, hey man, he's got a show to do. And I'm sitting here, you know, I'm thinking, do I have to pay you for this? Is there?
We'll take care of this afterwards. Let's give the people what they want, right? That's why I'm here, right?
Okay.
I deliver, right? We're here.
All right. So what I try to do is peel back the curtain, or just pull it back a little bit and take the entertainment value off and show behind the character, or the gimmick, if you will, of who HBO is really. Because, I mean, for me, I've seen interviews around our states and New England, but nothing in our immediate location, and I thought I could bring that to the fans. And maybe the workers alike to be able to tell their story.
Look at that, so nice.
Hey, I try, you know. So I'd really like to just jump into where myself and HVO met was PWA, and I believe it was maybe 2017-ish. It was a great event. The heels were on one side, and the faces were on the other side, Nathaniel Carr. And these guys had a little heat going, if I'm not mistaken. I've never met HBO, but he threw this pendejo, and then an added pendejo.
Yeah, it's a pendejo with a P. Pendejo.
See,
I know, you're just like Nathaniel Carr, another pendejo. See, Carr knows he's a pendejo. Everyone in that building knew he was a pendejo. I just had to reassure myself to let everybody know that he was a pendejo.
Wow. And he made it very adamant. And I don't know why or what it is. Maybe I'm just easy to please. I don't know. I've been a fan since that moment. And I followed him no matter where he went. He was you know what? Belts and championships, that's a little bit later down the road. Yeah. Let's start with, you know, HBO has a charismatic value and an attitude. And there's many things that make HBO the character as a package. Does HBO reflect on who's behind HBO?
So, HBO, it's pretty much...
Are you just Omar, by the way? Just Omar?
Yeah.
Just Omar? Okay.
Just Omar.
Okay.
We're just gonna go by that.
Okay.
If you don't know my first name, you don't know me.
All right.
Anyway, so HBO was pretty much just me, but I wanted to speak louder while I was in the ring. I was always sick and tired of people telling me if I was the smallest guy in the room or not the fastest guy in the room, and then I hit the gym, and then I was doing everything I could to be that guy. And pretty much The attitude, it's all natural. It's nothing fake. I don't go out there. You can see it. I'm smirking. I like to please you guys a little bit, but at the end of the day, it is not about you. You came to see me. And that's what HVO is all about. I'll give you something to go home happy about, but at the end of the night, I'm the one that's leaving with the victory. I'm the one that's leaving with the smile.
Wow. So it's all about the HVO. Once you walk through that curtain or door per se.
It just, quick snap. Regular Omar stays behind. Something else just takes over. It's like how some guys feel when they put on a mask or paint their face.
Interesting. Is it what is your music choice, by the way?
I was raised down in Brooklyn. Love the Beastie Boys. My choice right now that I have is So What You Want, because pretty much it's me asking fans what you want.
Okay, all right.
You know, but like I said, it's still about me.
Well, I love that choice because when it hits, you already know who's coming out. As long as you use that regular material and keep the fans, you know.
Yeah, not like these idiots that use one track here, one track there. Get yourself focused.
Yes.
Stop being stupid.
That's a very good message. A little aggressive, but a very good message.
If you don't say it the way it is, they don't learn.
Well, you know.
I don't sugarcoat shit for no one,
Wow.
not even my kids.
Wow. As long as I don't get called a pendejo, right, Pete?
Yep, with Pete.
I'm good. As long as I can escape that through this.
You're good on that. You have your days. Sometimes you're annoying. So sometimes I'm with Dirtbag Dan, even though I don't like him, and I just want to tell you to shut up, stop asking me stupid things. But today, we're amigos for now. We're talking.
All right.
Maybe I might lash out at you. Who knows?
Hey, all depends if I stir the pot or not, right? I mean.
That's right.
So HVO, I like to talk evolution of characters when I do these stirring the pots because it's very interesting to me. Did you start off as High Voltage Omar, or is that a persona that has taken on over time, or were you called like the pendejo kid, like way back when? if I might say, right?
Jeez.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole just evolution. When I started, I had no real name. I had a pair of hand-me-down boots, a t-shirt, and some tights that I stole from my mother. And the guy needed someone. I always had my stuff with me, as I was taught by my teacher, the Invader 3. Doesn't matter where the hell you go. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Just have it. I got put in the ring. They had no name for me. The owner's name was Johnny, and him and I were very close, and his nephew, we trained together. They just called me John when I went out there. I hated it, but it is what it is. I had nothing to do with it. I had no creativity. They asked me in the beginning of the show, hey, you're on fourth. You need a name like 3 seconds before you walk out there. They come up to me, you got a name? No.
Oh, man.
John.
John.
Horrible.
That reminds me of Spider-Man walking out and telling Bruce Campbell what his name was. And then he's like, no, that doesn't work, man. You know?
Exactly. It was one of those situations.
When you first were working as John, was it hard? How long ago was that?
12 years ago.
12 years?
I still consider myself a 12-year rookie in this business because you don't stop learning.
I hear that. It's like the student of the game, if you will. It's always...
That's right.
You always have to...
Watch my matches. You see I'm always switching it up. I don't stay the same. That's boring.
Now, when you started, what style would you say you were working with?
I was roughly 150, maybe 155 pound skinny kid. I liked doing aerial stuff. I was always hitting Hurricanranas, stupid things like that.
Really?
Doing dives. I loved it. I was all about it. And when I started wrestling, it was all big guys, 250 pound guys, 300 pound guys, and don't feel offended, 400 pound guys, big freaking machines.
Yeah.
They would put me up against, and I was always like, what the hell could I do? My teacher was good at chaining, and he's always doing with arm drags. I learned from him, but picked up my own style throughout the years. Obviously, I don't wrestle the same, But it was always aerial. It was always what could I do fast or whatever that I could get these bigger guys down. As for now, you got the more slower, roughhousing, way of wrestling.
Well, I mean, you are a powerhouse, even though we've actually seen, and because I follow him on the social medias, if you will, I've seen the evolution of HVO be kind of wanted to be a bigger guy, and then over the last, 6 to 12 months, you have become not such a bigger guy, but you look fantastic.
275 pounds to lean and mean 222.
Wow.
Hard work. It's not easy.
I could never. I mean, if you haven't noticed, I've never really stepped in the gym.
But you don't gain weight or lose it.
I never. But
you've been the same since I met you.
Yeah, I've been the same since I was 12, bro. All right. But I have to say, and I do follow. You're in the gym. It seems to me like every single day. I don't know if that's true or not, but your progression is like, wow. What made you change to go from the heavyweight where you were? Because you talk smack as a heavyweight, and then as you've dropped your weight, your smack just stays exactly the same, like you are a heavyweight. What changed to bring you back down like that?
Wardrobe.
Oh, a self-attire thing, like you're conscious, if you will?
Yeah, I like wearing singlets. I've loved wearing singlets, watching Rob Van Dam, Kurt Angle. I loved Olympic wrestling as a kid before I got into regular, mat wrestling or pro wrestling. And I've always loved singlets, but I've always said, how Dusty Rhodes, doesn't matter if you're skinny, you're fat. Dude, a big guy, go out there pretty much in underwears and boots and just go out there and kick ass. And I was like, why can't I? Then I started seeing footage after I got trunks, and I was like, I don't really like it. And obviously no one shamed me but me.
Right.
And I am my own worst critic. And
correct.
back in February 2018, at TIW, I was champion. I had a misfortune of breaking a rib 3 minutes into the match. Finished it. Match lasted about a half hour.
Half hour with a broken rib?
With a broken rib. Still delivered a frog splash.
What?
Which gave me a hairline fracture in the front.
Oh!
But yeah, man, watching footage from that match, the videos, and then afterwards I couldn't hit the gym. I couldn't do anything. I could barely breathe and eat. So I started slimming down little by little. Okay. And that just told me, I was like, I'm like looking like shit. So I started slowly going back to the gym, doing a little bit, different stuff. It's like I tell everybody, don't be lazy. Even if you go 20 minutes today, 15 minutes tomorrow, 40 minutes the next day, you're going. You're going. Just when you go, just act like you're actually trying to do something and don't be lazy about it. And take your time with shit. Kill it while you're there. You ain't gonna drop. Stay hydrated. Drink water.
Those are very good messages. Again, a little aggressive, but very well put, though. Very well put. I have to agree. And I'm not a guy who goes to the gym, and I have to appreciate what you just said there. How you feeling going from that size to where you are now?
Oh, so much better. I'll have guys laugh at me, you're not this big powerhouse guy anymore. Then they step in the ring with me and I'm still throwing bodies around. And then later on it's like, all right, you can keep on calling yourself a Puerto powerhouse. Damn right.
So you mentioned being the TIW champion, and I know we went from way back to John, because this is what we do. We jump all over the place. So please don't. We're going like this.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster. It's life.
TIW, you mentioned you were a champion there for approximately a year, if I'm not mistaken.
221 days.
See, these are the things that I could never remember, but guys that work it.
If I'm not mistaken, still longest reigning champ.
Really? In TIW?
In TIW.
Huh. Now, there was a banning of one high voltage Omar. Once Mark Adam Haggerty came into said company. What in the hell triggered that?
You can bleep this if you want. Mark Adam Haggerty, go fuck yourself.
Whoa!
This guy, I was always behind him, whether he was a good guy, a bad guy, or whether he showed up early or late in his stupid pink shorts or whatever the hell this guy chose to do, his little fedora, his cap, with his lollipop and his little jewel. You know, I was behind the guy. Once he steps in TIW, he thought he was running a show. I may have lost the title, but because of him, I got no rematch. I got kicked off a show. I got sent home, suspended, and then a letter saying I was fired.
Whoa. The name Mark Adam Haggerty really triggered Mr. HVO. I did not see that coming. Maybe I shouldn't mention him in the future.
It's what happens when you give people power. Ring announcer turned GM for a couple months and dude just lost it.
Sugar, I just remembered I have to mention his name again. At the last TIW show, it happened to be outside and not inside the mall.
Yep.
And you made your return.
Yep.
And people seem to absolutely love it.
Love me or hate me, I deliver. I give the people what they want. At the end of the day, they're still gonna love me.
And to again, Mr. Mark Adam Haggerty was was put inside a porta potty. Was that something that you will always remember?
I got footage. It's on my phone. I watch it every day.
Wow.
You still stink, Mark.
He still stinks. And now
Probably because he's from Jersey, or the porta potty. They smell the same. Yeah, it's the same. It's hard to tell if it's the Jersey coming off you or if it's the porta potty still on that mustache of yours. But you stink.
Oh God, I think I'm actually tearing a little bit. You're killing me, man. All bullshit aside, was that fun as hell for you?
It was. I had fans, obviously. Annoying, but thank you for being you and having my back no matter what. Blowing me up. Hey, when are you coming back to TIW? When are you coming back to TIW? Why aren't you in TIW? Oh, you should be champion again. Oh, you should come in and beat up Mark Adam Haggerty. Oh, you should come in, just show up and jump the barricade and beat him up or this and that. And it's like, the note I got was extensive. I was not willing to go and get arrested for that pendejo. I was not willing to get a restraining order. He was not worth my time. I went off to other companies, destroyed other guys, captured yet another title, a main title, and Paul Laporte, he did what he does. He found a loophole somehow, something that I may have missed, made a few phone calls. And guess what? The best that TIW has seen was there.
Well, I seen footage since I wasn't there live, and it absolutely looked like a blast at that TIW show.
It was fun.
I miss going to those. I've been staying a little more local around Connecticut.
Uncle Bob says do the drives.
I know Uncle Bob. I used to for a very long time. And I mean like two to 2.5.
This whole weekend. I've been living out of my car since Thursday. I got wrestling gear in there. I got laundry, clean clothes. I got bags of food in there. You should clean that up for me later, maybe.
Wait. Speaking of gear, I'm so glad you brought that up. This guy is very adamant. And I mean, when I say adamant, I mean like almost anal or OCD-ish. We'll say it's Monday or so. Wash your gear.
Wash your gear Monday.
Is that what, right? On Mondays?
Yep. I am sick.
Go ahead, please. The stage is yours, my friend.
I am sick and tired of workers getting in the ring either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or just like today on a Sunday, smelling like absolute shit because their gear is all sweaty. And what do? They just throw it in the bag and wait till next week where they could wear tights and roll around with men and maybe a woman in case they get, tough and they want to get in the ring. That's fine with me.
Hey.
You want to get in the ring, it's not my fault what happens to you. Stay the hell away. Anyway. And you're in there trying to work them, right? And then you get into this funk, and you can't focus. And with me, I need my focus when I'm in the ring. I got too much going on. And wash your damn gear. Go home right on Monday, right? Fill up your bathtub, right, with clean water. Throw in some softener, right? Just softener, maybe a little bit of soap. Throw your shit in there. Let it soak. Rinse it out like 2 or 3 times. Watch that disgusting black water of your stench wash away. And then hang it up to dry. That's it. That's all you got to do. Only takes about 40 minutes.
Again, I triggered Mr. HBO.
Wash your gear.
A little bit of softener?
Yeah, some softener, a little bit of soap. You don't want to put too much. You're not... This is just me. This is the way I do it. I don't put my stuff in machines. I like to do it by hand.
Will it tear it up?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
I got you.
It costs way too much for me to look that good to go and ruin things just for it to be clean. No,
Got you.
Throw in a little bit, because a little scrub by your hand, it don't take much, man. Matter of fact, you could even wear, if you're wearing singlets, right? Wear your singlet in the shower, soap yourself up in it. Boom, rinse it off, take it off, squeeze it. You got a shower and your gear got washed.
Wow. That's like Kramer making salad in the shower, right?
Exactly. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Good one.
It's a very touchy subject with you, I must say. Has it happened that much in your career where it's like, hey, MFer, get it done?
Yeah.
Really?
Someone grabs me in the head like I shove them like you stink.
Do you say that stuff in the ring?
Oh yeah, I don't care. I walk past someone in the locker room, in the hallway, whether I talk to them or not. They stink, I'm telling them.
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
I'm telling them. I don't care, they're the meanest beast from the depths of hell. They stink. You're in Earth right now, buddy. At least axe, do something, try to
use axe or something. Oh, God. You're killing me, man. I don't think I've laughed ever like this on the Stir in the Pot.
You haven't had anyone as good as that.
I'm dying. You're definitely, obviously, Puerto Rican.
Yep.
Did you start in Puerto Rico?
Yep.
And that's where John,
yeah. So
was
12 years ago, I went to, it was a free show at a Coliseum in Guanica. And they had a little wrestling show, and they were doing a spot with light bulbs. And what I remember was the Invader 3 came up to where I was and a few other kids, and he told us to get back, so we wouldn't get hurt by that. And my friends kind of knew that I liked wrestling. Obviously, I got into it, watching it early on, the Attitude Areas, the Monday Night Wars, and trying to flip from channels and making fun of Kevin Nash missing big boots, but then you go on to WWE and someone's missing a punch or something. And it was just fun to watch and be a part of. And I was 17. He gave me his card right after the show, came right up to me, told me, when you're 18, come right up. And it took me some nerve and stuff, but I finally found his house, which was on a mountain in the middle of nowhere on the side of a cliff. And it was pretty much just a barn. He just had like this little barn sticking out there. It had a ring maybe 6 feet off the ground. No, 6 inches, sorry. 6 inches off the ground. Nice little gym right next to it. Nice and hot.
Nice and hot.
Maybe 2 window fans and that's it. That's all you would get.
Wow. That sounds kind of brutal.
Oh, so bad. Everybody talks about paddings in the ring. I don't even think that guy did anything with that.
Really?
It just felt like boards. It was so bad.
That hardcore, if you will.
Yeah, he wouldn't bump on it, but he'll make you bump on that thing. Get in there, 12 bumps like that, buddy. You hit 2 first.
What was his age frame, if you mind me asking, at that time?
At that time, he was in his early 50s.
Wow.
Wasn't really, working much.
Right.
Obviously, doing appearances. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll do a tag match with the Invader 1 here and there. But
when you came over to the States, what kept that wrestling passion alive for you to continue it?
Well, I had a few people that lived out here that, knew me from Puerto Rico. I had one guy that lived in the Bronx, and he would always tell me, oh man, if you ever come out here, hit me up, whatever, I'll try to get you on a show. But boy, was it difficult for 2 years. That's what I say, it's like I've been in the business for 12 years, but technically I feel like wrestling for 10, because for the first 2 years when I came out here, I wrestled maybe 3-4 times a year, here and there, whoever would even want to give me a shot.
Right.
Till PWA, where Joseph von Schmidt, I showed up, stared me down after I asked for an opportunity for like 5 minutes. None of us blinked. He goes, all right.
Really?
Get your shit.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Wow.
Ask for an opportunity, that's what it is. You gotta ask.
That's actually an interesting story. Thank you for sharing that. That's pretty cool. PWA was always a fun time. They never let you down. It's like TOS, a very small, intimate setting. But what really separated PWA from everybody else was the heel face split off.
Separation on the rings. Yep.
Have you ever seen that in any other company?
No.
That you
First
worked
time.
at?
Once I walked in there, I didn't know what to expect, and then that's what they said.
Yeah.
It was like, we got the heels on one side, faces on the opposite side. You draw random numbers. When your number gets called, you go in there and you're facing off whoever. And I was like, I wasn't ready for that, but okay, let's go. Luck of the draw, right?
Isn't that like one of the most interesting things?
It was definitely different. I thought wrestling in Puerto Rico was different, where you're maybe behind a restaurant or at a block party or at a baseball park, or you could be, in front of someone's house because they, they rented out the company or whatever to show up there, or so many places, flea markets,
so
festivals. Anywhere the ring would fit, you'd be wrestling in Puerto Rico.
So in Puerto Rico, there was really no set venues like we go to here and there?
You would have, you got the main coliseums, and what we have, they're not the same as the apartment complexes as they have throughout here, but they have little areas where they would have, a community basketball court. Okay. And they all have like the nice little roofs or whatever, and then they would host a lot of free shows there in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, a lot of free shows, you go, they have the community thing, they set it up, you're there at nighttime, everyone's there having fun. It's a struggle to get work, all depending on who you are and how your experience. Is it the same in Puerto Rico as it is in the States, or is it a little bit easier to find work in Puerto Rico? I'm not gonna lie, I blew up quick in Puerto Rico. I did my first year pretty much just jobbing. I knew nothing of what to do, and I started progressing as I knew met a few people, went with them to practice. They were on a lot of shows that I had wanted to get on. So working with them and knowing their style, I would show up to shows and it'd be like, yo, you got your stuff. I'll see if I could get you on. And some people liked my style. Once I went to San Juan, I met Carlitos, but a little bit before, I think it was, he had started to train, but wasn't wrestling. And he was making fun of me because I was thrown in the ring with only like probably 2 years. And this guy's like, no, I'm going to be in this for, as long as I can before I get in the ring. And I was like, oh, they threw me in and here I am, man.
Wow.
And I blew up once I hit the Capitol. I was one of the only Puerto Ricans around that spoke what they considered perfect English.
Really?
At the time. Oh yeah, my Spanish was horrible when I moved to Puerto Rico. I was living in Brooklyn, as I said.
Right.
So going to Puerto Rico, I knew what Spanish I spoke to my mother.
Yeah.
So going over there was difficult. I said something once to someone and the owner's like, yo, you speak a different language? And I was like, yeah, English. And he goes, yeah, stick to English. And then that's when the heel character begun. I came out, I told someone to shut up, and estamos en Puerto Rico. And I was like, I don't care where we are, I'll speak whatever I want. And that's how it built off right from there, man. It was hard to transition from there to here because in Puerto Rico, they took me on as an American, so I was a New Yorican guy,
So you were easier to hate already.
Yeah, so I was easier to hate. So I was like, I'm Puerto Rican, but I was raised in New York, so technically I am better than you, but unfortunately I'm living with you in this hellhole island that people like to come and visit.
Where did HVO start? Like the name, the character, from the John to HVO, was there anything in between?
So the voltage shit had just stuck because when I went to the Capitol and I wrestled for Carlos Colon, he didn't obviously like my name either, and we ran through some stuff, and I don't remember if it was Jose Jovica or if it was actually Carlos, but they said something about voltage since they had a show that was called High Voltage. And then I had made the joke about, that should be John Voltage or something. And they was like, go with that. And then they called me that. They pretty much helped me out with like my first gear, like what direction to go with and all of that. And then that's where obviously I got the stupid lightning bolt that a million freaking people want to use now. but it's okay. It's okay. We're not famous yet, so you guys can share it.
You're not getting any royalties from it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So who cares, right?
Let's go from there to here now. You're wearing a Bellow Twin shirt.
That's right. Get it on Amazon.com.
I'm wearing a High Voltage Omar shirt.
That's right. I did compliment you earlier. I hadn't said it now while recording. But.
Yeah, no, we were off camera and he was very cordial about it. I don't have a Bellow Twin shirt, and please don't kill me for that yet. That is coming soon.
I know you got a long list of shirts on your wish list.
The Bellow Twins. Oh my God. Good, you guys are... I don't know. I hate to use the words like Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, but you two are an absolute dream team for comedy. I have to say, Ty Shine, if you do not know who Ty Shine is, and High Voltage Omar look so similar, and they use the twinning magic, the Bellow Twins, as their gimmick and their characters. And man, do they use it to their advantage. You might even see a little bit of that in the intro. Or have seen some of it in the intro, I should say, right? I'm telling you, it is so much fun what you guys have brought to the table. And I'm going to mention something else after that. Tell me how this started.
So this was 3 years in the making. Obviously, Facebook thinks they know who everyone is, and they do their auto face recognition, and they tag whoever the hell they feel like it's in your picture without even asking you if it's fine. So you guys need to stop that shit. Dude, I'm sick and tired of it, all right? I know Ty and I look alike, but stop tagging me in his pictures. So that's exactly how it started. There's a photographer named Charles. I don't remember his last name, and I'm not going to apologize about that.
We call him Catools because I can't pronounce it either.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right. So, yeah, and then he was at a PAPW event. I was at an event at BWF in the Bronx. Kind of close, but not in the same state. Mm-hmm. He posted up all these pictures. Next thing you know, I'm getting tagged in pictures. And I was like, who the hell is this guy? And I'm looking through it. And I'm like, yo, that's not me. I'm not even there. And then people are like, yo, I didn't know you went to another show after this. And I was like, no, I didn't. And then a couple days or maybe weeks later, same thing happened, but with Ty. Ty gets tagged in a few pictures of me. Oh my God. And he actually thought one of them was his for a second, so he keeps going through the pictures and then notices the tattoos on my arm. And he goes, wait, no, that's not me. And then we became like friends on Facebook because of it, because I was like, yo, why are you getting tagged in my pictures, and vice versa and whatever.
So you weren't familiar with each other at that time?
Didn't even know each other.
Really?
Never had cross paths. And I've been to PAPW like maybe 2 or 3 times, you know. I've wrestled once. I did a little bit of helping once, and another time I was with Len Oddity, just helping the guy out.
That's cool.
So I was like, I've never seen the guy, never face to face, never rubbed shoulders. I've never even people you may know on Facebook. Yeah. Nothing. And then we started talking little by little, and then there was a Friday Night Alley Fight event. Apparently both of us were booked. I walk into the building, he's standing on the opposite side of the ring. Everybody shut up.
No way.
Everybody was quiet and looking at us, and we're just like, oh, is that a mirror? And obviously we walked close to each other. We were just like standing there, and Mark Adam Haggerty walked right between us. But he's like, oh, no, it's not a mirror. And we're just staring at each other for like a good, maybe a couple seconds. And we were like, yo, this is crazy. We took a selfie right then and there to see exactly. And it was just insane. And then we spoke about it, and people were all like, oh, man, you guys should tag. And I'm more of a singles guy. In Puerto Rico, I did a lot of tagging. Okay. Once I was out here, I got used to doing things, not by myself or for me, but I enjoy it. I enjoy having my own creativity.
Right.
But people kept asking for it. And then one day Slick said something about it. And I was like,
really?
damn, if you're behind this, maybe.
Yeah.
So we started messing around with pictures and like putting stuff together for like us and whatnot. And then we made it happen. Ty hit me up. He goes, yo, I got this day. You want to tag? Or I'm doing a singles. I was like, I'm not booked. I was like, screw it. Yeah. I could have maybe someone watch my back. It's been a while, so I was like, yeah, let's see what we could do, and it's evolved. We got matching gear. We picked out a song together, Return of the Mac, because we're two Mac daddies, the two good-looking fellas, man. Like he says, when you look good, feel good. When you feel good, you do good. You wrestle good, you get paid good. That's us, baby.
It's a package.
Yeah, that's right. And so far, the ball's been rolling. We still have yet to hold tag team gold, except we were so close at Undeniable when we faced off with Jay Freddy and Slick Wagner. So close.
Yes, sir.
That's fine. I know we're going to get another opportunity. We will be bringing them home. Whether we're the second tag team champions, whether we're the third, those belts are coming to us.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Oh,
I love
that's what I'm talking about. They're coming to us.
They
And we're going to be the TOS Forever Tag Team Champions.
Now, can you give the tail end of what you guys say at the end of a promo, please? Because it gets me every time. Go ahead. Pretty please.
Give me a second here.
Sure.
We want the money. We want the power. We want the bitches, your gold, and the respect.
I love that. There's a lot.
We added more because Ty ended it on on the bitches. And I wanted to let people know the bitches are fine, but we still want gold and the respect.
I did see there was a little addition to that.
Yeah.
I think that's,
I had to.
I think that's fun as hell, to be honest with you.
Battlefront, the day Ty pulled that out, I was not ready for the world to hear it. I was not ready, but
Hey,
I said the people were ready.
And now look.
Everybody likes it. Everybody knows it.
I'm digging it for sure.
Money,
as a fan.
power,
I love
bitches.
it, man.
Money, power, and bitches.
Let's talk Ref Gina.
Blue shoes.
The referee, Ref Gina, that
Kamfuji.
has kind of... Wait, refugee.
Kamfuji.
Wait, what?
Ty has a weird name. It's Kamfujina.
Okay. All right. Ref Gina has an odd but very fun and maybe complex relationship with both Tai Shai and Omar as the Bella twins, or separately. I'm not really sure. Not like relationship, but I mean, relationship.
I think people are just seeing things. They see what they want.
You guys look like you're having an insane amount of fun.
Gina's cool. I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
I got nothing.
right.
You might as well talk to Ty.
All right. I'm
about
sorry.
that.
Hey, maybe we will, because hey, there's a lot of jokes and stuff, and we all follow.
Triglycerides, man. Triglycerides.
That's
Only one person in the world wants to stand there and listen to someone talk about triglycerides, and it's obviously not Ty.
Oh my word, that was amazing. Good stuff.
We may not be blood brothers, but we're definitely bonded in that. And Tag, here, you take this one for a second.
I noticed, guys, like you mentioned earlier, you tagged a lot in Puerto Rico, and then when you come to the States, you start doing singles, and you get that comfortability of like, you know what, I'm my own brand, I'm my own person, I'm my own creativity guy. I can do everything on my own. Why do I need another guy? Why do I have to disrupt what I've got going on right now? How hard was it to go from doing singles for so long and then working with... Now, let's really put it out there. Ty Shine is a fantastic worker. I love Ty Shine in the ring and out the ring. But how hard was it to transition with Ty Shine?
Not hard at all. I watched his tapes. We complement each other's styles. He's got the fast-paced little hybrid stuff going on. Tags me in for the powerhouse stuff. It may be true that Ty's a little bit nicer than I am. He likes to smile and just a little, you think? No? He's definitely the nice one. Out of both of us,
He is.
He's the nice one.
He definitely is.
So, work me up on this. He's the nice one, all right?
Okay.
Ask everyone out there. They know.
I've seen it.
I was born for wearing tights and picking fights.
Picking fights, yes.
All right?
Yeah.
He smiles and delights.
Yeah, he smiles at hey, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
But at first it was a little bit rough, to be honest. I'm like, all right, how would this mash up? Well, I like doing things on my own. Would I be fine with if I'm in the ring and I'm having fun? Do I really want to stop and let him come in and take over? But then at the same time, you think about it. we started wrestling teams that were teams. We're real teams running around for years,
Right.
showing us what the hell we were maybe doing wrong or thinking wrong. And then you just got to learn to trust each other. I was committed. We were going to make it happen. I closed my eyes. I told him, you mess up, I'm out. Walking away. I got my own thing going on, all right? I'm not slowing down for nobody.
Right.
I don't care.
And you continue your singles career because you are the first ever New York Championship Wrestling. Is it a heavyweight championship?
Yep.
Heavyweight champion. And what a gorgeous belt that is.
I'm upset I don't even have it here with me.
You usually do, which I'm kind of surprised, but that's okay. That's
a
okay.
lot of weird people here.
Yeah, I know. Hey.
Wasn't sure if this was a setup. You gave me a weird location. I picked a spot, and I saw this door behind me.
That belt is definitely not cheap.
Oh, definitely not quality. This ain't no Mickey Mouse belt that you get out a Fruit Loop box.
Wow. I see that you are making it known that you are the best in New York right now.
That's right.
The best.
That's right. That is right. Why? No other company in New York has the name New York on their damn brand. You got different abbreviations. I don't even want to throw anybody's name down. I don't want nobody getting upset.
Yeah, let's not do that.
You New York companies know who the hell you are. Only one company in New York is called New York Championship Wrestling. And it is home to the best in New York, the first NYCW heavyweight champion.
Oh, man. He gets triggered, and yeah, what can I do? Wow. So how is it being the first?
Oh, it's wonderful, except for lately I've been getting fed crap talent to defend my title against. I'm like, you got such a beautiful title and such a worthy champion, and you're giving me people like Curry Wackerman and that hack has-been Fox Vineyard and Dan Nachi, who's just a 7-foot tall giant that can't do shit. And then you're asking me, oh, why aren't you happy? Give me Jericho. Give me Kenny. What? Give me someone that will give me a run for my money. Maybe I'll walk out there nervous. Is this the night I lose? Is this the night I lose? Does Cody walk out there? Give me someone worthy. Get me a legend. Get me someone that's worth my time, because I am sick of defending my belt against these hacks. I said it at last night's show, and I will say it again. If you do not put respect on me, I will take that damn title out of New York forever and never bring it back. I'm done with you. Done.
Oh. Don't break the equipment. Gee, I just talking about championship. He gets so angry. Well, this has never happened before. So, you know what? Whew, wow. This was Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid, and my very special guest, HBO, High Voltage, Omar, and hey man, it was nice. I appreciate your time. It was crazy. It was a little aggressive, very informative though, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you. Wow.